The artist we studied is Marco BRIANZA.
Yes.
And this is the content. About Marco BRIANZA, he graduated in computer science and worked in the research and the development of new technologies in the fields of lighting and computer network. He proposed and artist research that use digital technique and photograph and light. This exhibition about 2016 to 2008. About this exhibition in the Germany Luminale light building Go City. In evening, Luminale bridge the gap between the city and the exhibition center. Up to 200 lighting events transform Frankfurt into an international of light. This exhibition is in Frankfurt, Germany. Is the first time for Morocco to do the light installation. Cut the door. Two of the work are in the exhibition. One is named Visteria and another name called resampling flowers. And this is resampling flower. Is a double approach to lower an image resolution without losing or transforming that absolute color information of each pale. The original image of the flower of 2316 by 2316 pairs is divided in a small 5 by 5 blocks. And this another 3 flower and when we go to the artist studio, the studio hall will hang this work. It was patented and introduced the principle of his work. First, pick up some flower in the garden and then take some photo of them. Take pairs of each image. The orange image of flower of the big pairs divide in the 5 by 5 blocks and make them into low pairs.
And for the other one, it's called the Westeria Blodging and Glitching. Is the installation is the name of the flower of English name, German name, and Italian name, and also this ellipsis is also that is that we can end our country, our language also. For me, for me, I'm Chinese. Chinese, so we can also put our language name called the flowers in the ellipses, and this is the installations for the facade of the buildings. It's 1 meters long and 3 meters high, and is composed of 16 LED light pieces inserted in next to the real wisteria plants. And the light pieces is response to the colors in the photos. The Westeria plants in blossom, and for the preparation is the orange image of the installation. Marco said his inspiration come after he had seen the buildings in Frankfurt, and then he took some pictures of the flowers and why they choose this pictures for the original image because this is not very much the leaves and only the flower. He want to choose the original color from these flowers and not just choose one average color. He selected colors in different parts of these images. And why this images is in this size? Because when he measuring the size of the buildings and the distance between the window and the window, he made some try to do the sketch, and finally he made a decision to the 12 rows, and each rows have 5 pieces of cubes, so it's in total 16 cubes. And so this pictures is in preparation of the installation. And the arrangement of each cubes are not uniform. It's rundowns of the cubes model. And for the materials, each cube is made of one LED pixels model. It can connect one to another, so waterproof. It contains carbons. They can all connect together, and every pixels have their own data versions inside. The data versions have chips, and these chips can control color. Every pixels can change different color. The color is infinite. They can always change. And Marco creates the software that can send the color to the chips, so they can change the color what he wants. And the materials videos.
This is like a big pixel, like a pixel in the screen, but and you can connect one to another. Connected this way, like more or less this way, and so they are all connected together, and it's waterproof. Like okay, this is the pixel. There is this electronics. These are the LEDs. And this is the chip that controls because I can by software say to this pixel become this color, of course. No, so this is the electronics that controls these are inside. Each LED is 3 colors: red, green, and blue. And if you mix red, green, and blue, you make all the colors.
And another very important toy is the anemometer. It can measure the wind speed and send it to the little computer aside, and so they can measure the wind speed. That the wind speed of the light change is related to the anemometer. If the wind so fast and the light change so fast, and the light wings means light change, and then he cuts the wood panels and puts each pictures on the wood panels, and he do these installations all by himself. From the materials to the end installation, and this is the video test the light indoors, the anemometer, how the anemometer works. With the anemometers, the move the lights is also always change, and this is the whole installations with the anemometers change indoors. The change is very slowly, and the display and the lights installation outside. the first picture is in the daytime. Is can clear see the tree, the real wisteria tree with the installation, and the left one is the at dusk is the best time to see the installation because you can see the tree and also the light installations line up, and it's in the night at night. At night, the surrounder is completely black, and the light station is very colorful and bright. Also, can see the anemometer on top, control the change. And the most beautiful time is when the wisteria blossom, the lights with the flowers. And for the technologies, the small computer is very important. It have a memory card inside. The memory card is the artist put the software in. And the computer can do many things, but can read the memory card and send to the pixels, do the lead things and monitor things to change the color. And the programming, because the artist is a major in computer science, so he very good at programming. In his recently work showing the programming different from the previous work is take pictures of the image. This time he's shooting videos and choose one line from the video, put them all together, become an image, and the programming can scan the image, scan the color, and send to the light installations. Finally, makes the colors change. And this photo is the waving ocean waving, so it's the blue. And then he changed image to the fire, so it's turned red, and he changed the planning moving, so the light installations changed to the green one. And then he talked about his concept. He said through his work always been one concept. So the concept is bring like band. Everything is from an image, but not only the image. The image is catch the daily light, and he through the obvious. So he use the light installation to show what he feel and bring the light back to the imagery back from the lifetimes. And he said he never show his original image to the audience because he don't want the real things show to the audience. The most important things may be the feeling of the audience. And thank you for the artist and professor. We have a very good time with Marco. Grazie mille.